Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of WWE NXT. Holy cow, that was hard. Okay, we are live tonight, and we're kicking things off with the game. Triple H, and he's got a mic. He's not wearing his suit apparently, but it looks like he's still got something on his mind that he needs to say. Remember last week he lost in the Evolution versus the New Foundation. And this is the last week of the 6-week 6-man challenge. Next week is NXT TakeOver. Let's listen to what he's got to say. Last week, I know that Evolution lost against the New Foundation. But that doesn't mean that the New Foundation is better than Evolution. That doesn't mean that any member of the New Foundation is better than yours truly. But also, I know where to draw the line. Currently I am 0-2 against the New Foundation. I know that. And I know there's another match scheduled tonight for them in the 6-man 6-week challenge. However, I'm not going to put myself in that match. As the commissioner of NXT, I want to continue to see my creation grow. And as much as it pains me to not be able to punch one of them in the face and take off their mask, I've got to put on the best match that I can possibly do for you, the fans. So tonight, we will see the New Foundation in a 6-man matchup. However, it's not going to be a tag. I mean, it is going to be a tag match. It's not a one fall to the finish. In order to win, you must pin your opponents 3 times. This is a 6-man elimination match. And they will face the only team in history to have beaten them in a 6-man tag matchup. They will face Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, The Shield. And the one thing to say to the New Foundation, good luck. Holy cow, guys! A 6-man elimination match. That is huge. The Shield have pinned the New Foundation. Now they've got to do it 3 times. What a match! Let's get to it. And here we go, guys. The New Foundation. On your left, it's one half of the tag team champions, the Skull Mask. He's the only person to ever be pinned in the New Foundation group. On the right, it was Red Stripe. He's never been pinned. In the middle, it's the leader of the group. It is the Half Mask. He is a former NXT World Champion, but he did not lose a championship by being pinned. I believe it was a fatal 4-way, and Johnny Gargano picked up the championship. But at TakeOver, the WWE NXT Championship will be on the line. He gets his rematch. And also at TakeOver, the New Foundation puts their tag titles on the line against Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, the Edgeheads. But back to tonight. The only team in NXT history to have pinned and beaten the New Foundation in a 6-man matchup. Right there you see one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dean Ambrose. There's the other half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. It is The Shield. All 3 of these men have been world champions. All 3 of these men are Grand Slam winners. This group has also beaten Evolution. This group knows what it's like to be in the New Foundation's boots right now. They know what it's like to pop up on the scene and just dominate. That's what they did whenever they first arrived here in NXT. I'm sorry, I'm getting too excited for this match. But that's exactly what happened whenever they first popped up on the scene on the main roster. They took out everybody. They didn't lose a match for like the first year of their careers. But as I'm saying that now, Roman Reigns is getting attacked brutally by the leader of the New Foundation. Off the top rope, Swanton Bomb already covered. Wouldn't this be huge if they got a quick pin on the Shield? Another big high-flying move. This move reminds me of a backflip coup de grace, except that's gotta hurt a lot more. Because not only are you coming straight down, you've got a lot of momentum with you too, just because of the backflip. And a springboard 450 splash. Real quick, I know the mic quality is awful. I'm working with 2 trash mics right now because one of mine stopped working. The good one that I like stopped working recently, for who knows why. So, as of right now, mic quality is going to sound terrible, but I'm going to try and make the visual quality like the match is super kick after he laughs at Roman Reigns. But I'm going to try and make the story that much better to like counteract with the terrible mic quality. So, thank you guys for bearing with me. And now, back to the match. I didn't even see who tagged in. It looks like Red Stripe's in. Red Stripe is the legal man. A little dancing move on the top rope. Went for the splash, but Roman Reigns gets out of the way. Dean Ambrose is tagged in. I've said before and I'll say again. In the Shield, the most talented is Seth Rollins. The most successful is Roman Reigns. And the most unpredictable is, of course, Dean Ambrose. We don't know who is what in the New Foundation. All 3 members of the Shield are Grand Slam winners. But they've also had years and years of experience above the New Foundation. As a trio, the Shield skipped NXT. But they also, in like their first 2 months, 1 month, at their first pay-per-view, I believe it was Extreme Rules, they won the Tag Team Championships and the United States Championship. In like the New Foundation's first 3 weeks, I believe, after the mugging of the champions, I believe they won the NXT Championship, which they no longer hold due to Fatal 4-Way rules. But they also won the Tag Team Championships a week after that. But now Dean Ambrose just got power driven straight through the mat, covered by the rope break. I love how the ref will call a rope break for anything on the opponents of the New Foundation. But we saw in a previous episode that one of their heads was on the rope, like dragging the rope down with him, and the ref wouldn't call a rope break. Triple H, I don't know how much he's paying. I'm probably going to get fired from my NXT position for this, but I don't know how much the refs are getting paid by Triple H to make the New Foundation lose. But they've got to be rich after this 6-week 6-man challenge. The New Foundation is currently 4-1 in this challenge. They have beaten the likes of the New Day, the Bar with Tyson Kidd, but they've beaten Evolution last week. But the only team they've lost to is the team they're facing tonight, and they lost by the man in the ring. The Skull Mask got pinned. He is the only member of the new foundation to have gotten pinned ever. And he's definitely the only member to have gotten pinned twice. If he gets pinned tonight, they won't lose the match necessarily because this is an elimination match. But if he gets pinned tonight, he will have lost. He will have been pinned once for every member of the new foundation. But now a Hurricane Rana from the Skull Mask. Went for a super kick, but he missed. Seth Rollins countered. I don't know what Seth Rollins was going for there. Maybe a body suplex or whatever. Another super kick, but he missed. I'm getting flundered or whatever. I can't even speak properly anymore. Will he tap out? We've not seen a member of the new foundation tap out either. Not in a match, that is. They've never lost by submission. We could have just seen the first one happen tonight. His tag team partners were reaching for a tag, and if you were watching, you might have noticed, you probably noticed, he crawled away from the team. It's like he thinks he can do this by himself. He probably wants to prove to the team that even though he's lost twice, that he can still go. But Seth Rollins now with a huge suplex. Rollins now setting him up. I don't know what he's being set up for. A King Slayer knee strike straight to the mask. Cover. Could he be pinned 3 times? It was broken up by Red Stripe. I think he would have been pinned twice in 3 weeks if it wasn't for the breakup there. Rollins now working on the torso. Is he gonna tap? Guys, I think he's gonna tap. Oh my gosh. The new foundation has had their first member tap out. And again, it is the Skull Mask. He's been pinned twice and now he's tapped out. 2 weeks ago, their momentum was in an all-time low. And I know I said this at the end of last episode. I know I said it was at an all-time high last week. But again, I don't know if I can say that now. I know they pinned the WWE Champion, but I don't think they gained enough momentum from that end of heartache there. But I don't think they gained enough momentum from that victory over Evolution and the WWE Champion, Randy Orton, to classify it as an all-time high for the group. However, if they pick up this win, even though they're down 2 and 3 now, super kick, it might be at an all-time high. And another rope break. Tag to the Red Mask. Red Stripe, my bad. This duo has worked exceptionally well as of late. Seeing as though they haven't been tagging in the Skull Mask, and for good reason, as you can tell. He's lost yet again. But a stalling suplex to Seth Rollins now. Cover, making sure he's away from the ropes. 2. But Seth Rollins kicks out. And a Canadian Destroyer. Like a spike flipping pile driver. Cover. 2. I thought he was out. Seth kicked out. How on earth did Seth Rollins kick out of that? And a DDT from Ambrose. Super kick to the gut. I don't know what he was going for there, but whatever it was, he missed. And a sit-down suplex. Not a suplex, but you get a power slam kind of thing. And now working on the arm. That'll take out the stalling suplex. Maybe he didn't work on it hard enough because he just got slapped in the face. Big clothesline in the corner. Picking him up now. And Seth Rollins made him pay for it. Seth is in control now. Seth with I forgot the name of it, but it's a suplex. Seth warming up his stumps again, warming up his legs and his feet and all the muscles within them. I thought maybe Seth was getting ready for a curb stomp, but now he just got clothesline in the corner. A clothesline that would make JBL proud. Cover after a big elbow. 1, 2. Roman broke it up. Roman now. Ref, get Roman out of there. Ref, get Roman out of there. Red Stripe just gets out of the ring. He cites his attention towards Roman Reigns, but now he's back to Seth Rollins. I thought maybe he was going to try and attack Roman. But now, a big pile driver to Seth Rollins. Dean counters it. He's trying to get Dean off the apron because he knows Dean will break up the pinfall. That's the thing about being down 2-3. Cover though. He decides to cover him anyway. 1, 2. And see? Dean broke it up. I'm not saying that's illegal. I'm just saying he tried to get Dean off the ropes. And then he realized he was taking too much time, so he had to cover him anyway. And a sling blade from Seth Rollins. And a standing moonsault. What a move. Just working on the arms again. Cover! Cover! Seth kicks out. Just a roll up there. Dean Ambrose is now the legal man. Look at the smarts. They haven't been in the WWE long, but with this veteran move, you've got to expect they've been in the wrestling business for quite some time now. He's just stalling with Dean. Playing mind games with the lunatic fringe. And it appears to be working. Because Dean is now being attacked by the half mask. Dean in the ring now. And he's going after half mask. And Red Stripe saves his brother. I wouldn't necessarily... I spoke before thinking. But I mean that as in like... tag team brother. I'm not sure if they're actually related or not. We don't know hardly anything about these guys except that they are very impressive in their moveset. And now the half mask just pacing around the ring. What's he doing here? He's back on the apron. Maybe he was going to go attack Roman, but Seth got up too soon. Big pile driver. Cover. 1, 2. Why did he not hold Roman? He missed Roman Reigns. Ref is knocked out. If he held Roman there, Dean is out. But instead he missed holding Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose is back in control. This all could have been avoided if he just held Roman Reigns. Dean now working on the leg. That'll also take out that suplex. My bad, it's not a superplex. big strike from the half mask. He's not even the legal man, but he just knocked Dean into another dimension. And another strike to Dean. They keep trying to take this move out of his moveset, but he keeps coming back with it. He's done at least 8 squats now. Come on. Those legs have got to be huge. Dean. I thought Dean was out. And another Canadian Destroyer, this time to Dean Ambrose. He has dragged Dean into the middle of the ring. Roman. Oh, he missed. Why did he? I think he tripped and hit the ref. Roman broke with a pin. The masked man hit the ref. Holy cow, what a turn of events. The New Foundation are still down 2-3. All 3 members of the Shield are still in. Remember, the Skull Mask tapped out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as many times as he could to Seth Rollins, to just an abdominal stretch. A big strike to Roman Reigns. A wind-up uppercut to Roman. Cover. It's broken up. Half Mask has been tagged in now. What a match this has been. In my opinion, this match has been 5-star. But if you ask Cover after the Swanton Bomb, though, hold on. 2. I thought Roman was out. If you ask Dave Meltzer, he'll probably give this like a 4.5-star rating, just because it's WWE. If this was in New Japan Pro Wrestling, this would be an 8-star matchup. 1, 2. I thought Roman Reigns was out again. He keeps kicking out at 2. He's channeling his inner John Cena. Another uppercut, but this time from Roman. And a snake eyes. Guys, I think Half Mask is busted open. Half Mask is busted open. We've seen blood from the New Foundation now. I don't know what Seth is doing in the ring. The ref isn't even starting a count. Get Seth out of there, ref. Thank you, ref. Roman now. End of heartache to Roman Reigns. End of heartache. Cover. 1, 2. I thought Roman was out again. How does he keep kicking out? Super kick to Roman Reigns. Dragging him away from the ropes. Red Stripe coming in to meet Dean. He barely got the pin. Dean almost broke it up, but he was just a second too late. Roman Reigns has been eliminated. That is huge for the New Foundation. They have eliminated the powerhouse of the Shield, the most successful member of the Shield. Now it's down to the most talented and the most unpredictable members, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose respectively. Super kick to Seth! And he knocks Dean Ambrose off the apron. Going back to Seth now. Dragging him away from the ropes. Cover. Dean's out. 1, 2. Seth is out. It's down to Dean for the first time in this match. The New Foundation have an advantage. In a short turn of events. Guys, I am speechless. In a short turn of events, the Shield have lost Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. It's down to the unpredictable, the unhinged, the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. And now Red Stripe, he's seen enough. It's 2-on-1 now. They could actually just fight on the outside, and the New Foundation would still win. And a big knee after slamming him face and chest first down onto the apron. And that part of the ring is the hardest part of the ring. That's where the steel bars hold it up, the frames. There's no give there. But a suplex from Dean. He's not showing any signs of slowing down now. Dean's going to the top rope, maybe for an elbow. Red Stripe missed it. Elbow. Cover. 1. Kick out at 1. Dean's fighting 2 people at once. The numbers game have got to catch up to Dean here shortly. And I think it just did. I think the numbers game has officially caught up to Dean Ambrose. Maybe not. Dean's still fighting. Dean is still in control. I think I see a little bit of blood coming out from underneath that mask. Dean has worn himself out though. Oh, what a clothesline from the half mask. This man has eliminated 2 of the 3 members of the Shield. Now sitting atop the top rope. Never mind. Back in the ring because Dean was getting up. Dean counters whatever he was going for. Big knee to the face. Just increasing the gap on the face. Going to the top rope now. Dean's out cold. That's a far way away though. Atomic bomb. That's pinned. That's taken out Randy Orton. 1, 2. It's over. The New Foundation have pinned all 3 members of the Shield. I know last week I said that their momentum was at an all-time high, and 2 weeks ago I said it was at an all-time low. This week I repeat my previous statement. I don't see how going into NXT TakeOver, how their momentum could be any higher than it is right now. What a victory for the New Foundation. Be sure to tune in next time for NXT TakeOver, where the Edge has challenged for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Guys, I tried to squeeze in a lot right there. Holy cow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you guys.